My name is John. I'm a graphic designer studying international design at Cardiff Metropolitan University. This is the International Design Studio. Quite empty at the moment because it's the beginning of term. Normally it's completely actually no, forget that. Moving on. The first brief was based on the River Ganga in India and the famous Hindu pilgrimage that takes place there. We were tasked with researching the pilgrimage, its cultural significance, and the river itself. The next two briefs required more research, but this time into a cultural context of our choosing. I decided to stick with the River Ganga so as to make full use of the research I had done and the knowledge I had gained during brief 1. The research involved reading books, finding information online, and watching videos. As part of brief 2, I had done research into paper and its use and production in India. I had also learned about the popularity of flowers and plants during the pilgrimage. I discovered that some plants native to the Ganga had pollution-reducing qualities. I decided to combine all this knowledge and try to incorporate it into my design ideas. Recycled, biodegradable, seed-containing plantable paper would be the material I would use for my artifact. I looked into colours, printing and graphic design in India to assist with my ideas process. I wanted to create an artifact that was appealing to its intended audience. I initially decided to create an anti-pollution poster made from the seed paper. However, by brief 3, this idea had developed into small leaflets that could be handed to people at the pilgrimage. They contained anti-pollution information and would be able to help this cause themselves by eventually growing into pollution-reducing plants. I thought that these first 3 briefs were successful, and I was happy with my ideas, designs, and feedback. Brief 4 was a different setup. We were split into groups and joined level 5 students on their current projects. My group was called Sites, Spaces and Public Places. We had to locate a site and design artwork that could feature there. I wasn't quite sure of the relevance to international design or even graphic design, but hope to incorporate elements of both in my piece. I chose an underpass by my house that is very drab and dirty and features some poor graffiti and rude daubings. Part of the project was a SketchUp tutorial, and I appear to be in it, even though it's a piece of software I haven't used before. I used SketchUp to create a 3D scale model of the underpass area. My idea was to turn the underpass into a gallery space, with empty picture frames painted onto the walls in a hope of inviting artists to add their own work to it. People are going to do graffiti there, so why not embrace it? I created the wall designs using Adobe Photoshop, incorporating elements of graphic design and illustration. Some of the painted frames also had marker pens attached to the wall next to them, so that passers-by and local residents could add their own creative touch. I added them to my 3D model. I used Welsh language and Welsh colours in the design, and I may not have taken this into consideration if not for my previous international design research. I collated all the elements into a final design sheet. I was pleased with my idea and final design. While I did struggle to completely tie in briefs 1, 2 and 3 with brief 4, one common thread was the public interaction element, something I may well explore further in my major project. Overall, I feel I have learnt a lot about the importance of being aware of how designing within an international context requires sensitivity to different cultural value systems. I also see that designing internationally can put up barriers to creativity, but through proper research it also opens new and exciting options that may not have been encountered otherwise. I look forward to expanding on this knowledge next year. Thank you.